afternoon to all. I hope everyone is having a great Wednesday afternoon. I know all of you have waited long enough for this day to come, and your presence is deemed to prove that you truly care for your well being as online sellers and as online buyers. But before anything else, allow me to introduce myself. I am Gazelle K. Diptib, your host, and I am deeply honored to be part of this prestigious event. As we all know, online selling and online shopping have become prevalent in our country due to the convenience and speed that these provide. These are considered as cost-saving approach to purchase and sell goods. However, such modernized means of market transaction impose a sense of concern among consumers and sellers. So, what are we waiting for? Get your skates on, for we do not want to waste your time, do we? On behalf of the Philippine Chamber of E-Commerce, I welcome you all to the E-Commerce Summit with a theme, Empowering E-Commerce Towards Attainment of Safe, Sustainable, and Lucrative Digital Economy. For today's webinar, we have 3 guest speakers who will share with us valuable learnings relating to electronic selling and electronic buying. May we call on our first guest speaker for today's webinar. She is a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Digital Marketing and earned a master's degree in Business Administration from University of the Philippines, Cebu. Turning lens into her profession, she is the e-commerce consultant specialist and the executive director of Online Business Association of the Philippines. Right now, she is undertaking a path she termed as Knowledge in Life is a Commodity to be Shared, for she spearheads several business trainings and seminars all over the country. Everyone, please join me in welcoming Ms. Charlotte Cortez, MBA.
For the past 15 years, in my role as an e-commerce consultant specialist, it's always been a great deal for me in every trainings and seminars to let you dive in and experience the wonders of e-commerce and unveiling the hidden contours of digital economy. Today is a great opportunity for us to continue to deepen our understanding of how the digital revolution is changing the world of trade and commerce. In the emerging global economy, e-commerce have increasingly become a necessary component of business strategy and a strong catalyst for economic development. Today, we'll know how e-commerce works and its significance in these present times. Electronic commerce, or commonly known as e-commerce, is the buying and selling of product or service over electronic systems, such as the internet or other computer networks. So how is e-commerce significant today? Thousands of businesses across the globe are on lockdown because of the pandemic. And as the world responds to the coronavirus pandemic, we're seeing a dramatic shift from in-person to online shopping, due mainly to movement restriction measures aimed to protect public health and growing consumer preference to avoid physical stores. Consumers are relying on the digital world more than ever, and businesses are forced to adapt their strategies and shift toward digital transformation. We have here the statistics showing a significant growth in e-commerce in recent years. In 2014, total sales reached just $1.3 trillion, but that number has more than tripled in 2020 to $4.2 trillion and is anticipated to keep growing as we move deeper into the 2020s. COVID-19 has put e-commerce at the forefront of retail. E-commerce websites enable businesses to grow faster, more convenient, and less costly. And it is shown in studies that e-commerce businesses should anticipate a 265% growth rate, from $1.3 trillion in 2014 to $4.9 trillion in 2021. This shows a future of steady upward trend with no signs of decline. The COVID-19 pandemic has heightened several kinds of uncertainty, but one trend has become clear. It has vastly accelerated digital adoption. We have great challenges and great opportunities in the world of e-commerce, but with your help, we can achieve a sustainable, progressive, and prosperous digital economy. Thank you.
Thank you for that insightful presentation, Ms. Kautas. Your speech was especially helpful in providing us a background as to what e-commerce is all about and in offering us a glimpse as to its current condition. Now moving right along, it is my pleasure to introduce our second guest speaker for today. She is a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Marketing Management from University of San Jose Recoletos. She enjoyed a fulfilling career for 5 years as a marketing manager with Grand Touch Company. In 2019, she has been referenced 3 times in articles for exceptional advertising campaigns. She also established 2 social media teams, namely the Smart Web and Cost Discovery, which grow companies' web presence and global brand awareness. And today, she is the marketing manager of Zalora Philippines. Friends, please help me welcome Miss Nicole Sena.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction, Ms. Nativ. So again, this is Nicole Sana from Zalora Philippines, the Asia's online fashion destination. I think it's been very interesting time for us if we look at the advantages and disadvantages of online shopping. There has been so many changes and shifts from the traditional method to electronic method of online shopping. So what are some reasons that many people love online shopping and why is it so popular? In behalf of Zalora Philippines, we strive to ensure that all products sold on our platform are authentic and sourced directly from reputable suppliers. So we can definitely guarantee that all products that we carry are 100% authentic. So what are the advantages of online shopping? More and more people prefer to shop online for convenience choices and ease of price comparison. Convenience is the biggest perk of online shopping, and it gives us the opportunity to shop 24/7. Customers can purchase items from the comfort of their homes or workplace and do not have to stand in queues in cash counters. You can also find almost any brand or item you're looking for. Cheap deals and better prices are available online. Plus, it's easier to compare prices and find a better deal. Despite the success of purchasing through online shopping stores, there are still some disadvantages which the majority of people today complain about. What frustrates the customer most are the shipping problems and delays. Items get lost, detoured, damaged, or delivered to wrong address. If you're shopping online, there's a large risk of fraud. Credit scams, hacking, counterfeit products, and other scams are common. Fraud is the biggest disadvantage of online shopping. Many people are attracted by great offers which seem too good to be true. Whether there are edges, most likely there is going to be downsides, but these disadvantages will not hinder the growth of online shopping. Reminder, stay home and shop online. That's it for today. Thank you very much for your attention. Have a blessed afternoon, everyone.
Thank you, Ms. Sena, for that very informative speech on the advantages and disadvantages of e-commerce. And now, we will then proceed to our last but not the least guest speaker. She is a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Accountancy from University of San Jose Recoletos and earned a law degree from the said school. She have argued before all court levels in the country, including the Regional Trial Court, the Sandigan Bayan, the Court of Appeals, and the Supreme Court. She is continuously engaged in the practice of legal profession with her experience as a lawyer extending to government practice, serving as a city attorney. She is currently the DTI Executive Committee member, Undersecretary of the Consumer Protection Group. Friends, let us all welcome Attorney Lara Bel Liganya, CPA.
There are so many scams on the internet nowadays. Send me $20 and I'll tell you how to avoid them. See, the statement itself is ironic. It offers you a too good to be true promise when it is frantically hiding the intent of gaining something at your expense. Our office has already received innumerable complaints about bogus sellers, scammers, and fraudsters. These online frauds in the Philippines worsened during pandemic. So how are we going to guard ourselves from scams when shopping online? The first thing to do when visiting an e-commerce store is to check its legitimacy and security. Do not be relieved seeing an HTTPS on the site's URL. We don't know if you're already transacting with a phishing or scam site that also happens to use HTTPS. Instead, see if the company name is included in the URL so that we can determine if that site is actually operated by that company and not by an imposter or scam site. Verify how reliable the site or seller is. Take time to check customers' reviews and feedback in order to know if there are unhappy customers. Never shop or bank online using public Wi-Fi at restaurants or any public places, as cybercriminals usually lurk on public networks in order to intercept your activities. Do not give out too much information. Use strong passwords or authentication methods, such as unique verification codes, to safeguard your account. Most importantly, listen to your gut. When you have this something isn't right feeling during transactions, it is okay to walk away. Better be safe than sorry. But what if you've really been scammed? Well, be sure to call your bank or credit card company immediately. Let them know what happened so that they can take appropriate actions. You can also file a police report to increase chances of getting your money back. Should you have complaints and concerns to raise, we have our DTI consumer hotline. Just dial at 0917-834-3330 or send us an email at consumercare@dti.gov.ph. To our online shoppers, always be vigilant and skeptical. Consider your trust in money a diamond, precious yet non-renewable.
Thank you, Ms. Liganya. That was an intelligent, well thought out solutions to e-commerce scams. To all the guest speakers, we are grateful to have you for today's event. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule and delivering to us thought-provoking speeches which are relevant in these present times. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up our afternoon. On behalf of the Philippine Chamber of E-Commerce, we would like to extend our warmest gratitude to all the event planners who made this webinar possible, to our production crew who runs this whole event online, and of course, to all our attendees of this event for their time, effort, patience, and attention. Thank you everyone for making this e-commerce summit with a theme, empowering e-commerce towards attainment of safe, sustainable, and lucrative digital economy, a successful event. It has been a pleasure to be your host, and I wish you all a pleasant afternoon.